Friends, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday morning here at Wesley Freedom. To all of you who are joining us from VBS Week, it is so good to see you here again. And to those of you who are joining us just for this worship service, we'll have more decorum next week. I'm Pastor Ian, and together with Pastor Jenny, we welcome you to this place. Today's service, Vacation Bible School celebration, and the majority of the service is going to be led by our Vacation Bible School leadership team and your students who will be invited up later to sing and dance with us. A special welcome also to anyone joining us online. This week has been an awesome week here at Vacation Bible School as we learn that Jesus is light, and we also get to shine Jesus' light to everyone that we meet. And so before we start singing and dancing and celebrating in the joy of the Lord, I'll invite Pastor Jenny to join me and bring us our opening prayer.
Good morning. It is so good to see all of you. Welcome to Wesley Freedom. If this is your first week here, as Pastor Ian said, it looks a little different. But if you are a new guest, we especially welcome you. And on your way out, if you're a new friend, if you want to stop by the welcome desk, Miss Cindy's there. She has a gift for you if this is your first Sunday at Wesley Freedom. And we'll look forward to welcoming you back next Sunday. We love partnering with you, especially with you parents, and helping your children grow in faith every day, every week of the year. So as we start this morning, we want to remember that we are here. Why? Okay, there's a little debate. Raise your hand if you think you're here to slime us. Okay, raise your hand if you think you're here to worship God, who gave you life and breath and invented slime. That's right. So let's begin in prayer, remembering that this time is our time to give our love to God and to receive God's love in return. Can we clap our hands together and repeat after me? Dear Jesus, you are the light. Shine in our worship. Fill us with your love. Then send us out to shine your light for the world. Amen. Let's worship together.
All right, good morning, everyone. You guys were way louder than that this week. Let me hear you. Good morning. That's better. All right, so I'm Brooke.
I'm Brenton.
And we are part of the leadership VBS team, along with Brittany over here. And we also are the worship leadership team for the week of VBS. And we're going to give you a little overview of what happens during VBS, just so you can get a feel. So we spent all week here on the moon, in outer space, learning all about Jesus' light. We had a stellar week, learning how we can shine Jesus' light to others throughout all the many challenges that go on in our daily lives. So for the elementary program, we would start right here in the sanctuary, where we would introduce a Bible point for the day. And then we would sing, we would dance. It was one of their favorite parts of the day. This sanctuary was completely full for our elementary program in the morning. Not a single seat was vacant. It was incredible to see all of these children screaming and jumping and just praising God all week. From there, we would send them out to various stations where they would, again, hear that Bible point. They would go to crafts, they would go to games, they would have snack, they would go to Bible adventure where they would hear the Bible story and even see it acted out. And then they would go to KidVid, where they would watch videos and see how the Bible story and the Bible point relates to everyday things in their lives. And then they would come back here for our closing program. And again, we would sing, we would dance, we would just reiterate that Bible point. Lots of excitement and energy. We had our VBX group that would join us in the elementary program. VBX is our really special program for our rising 6th graders. So it's a nice transition program from those that are leaving elementary school and entering into the youth roles. And then a little bit differently for our preschool age children, they would start at their stations, and then they would come here to the sanctuary for a combined opening and closing program that was tailored specifically for the preschool age. And they'd be joined by our nursery friends as well as our EYLC preschool friends. And so now, at this time, what we would like to do is invite all the children up to the front. Even if you weren't here for VBS, you can come on up to the front, and we're going to have you sit, Matthew, we're going to have you sit on the stairs right here. Hi. Yeah, because we're going to show your parents and your families that are here exactly what went on this week. Give them a little preview.
All right.
And so I mentioned that we introduced a new Bible point each day, and so we're going to need some help from our friends to go over that. And our youth helpers, you can also come on up. Any VBXers out there? All right, so we're getting our Bible point posters handed out. So this is something we did every day.
All right, my friends. So as Brooke mentioned, each day as part of our opening program.
Sorry, and I forgot to mention one thing. Hopefully it's not too late. This service is being live streamed. So if there's any concerns with your children being on the internet, maybe call them back now. Just wanted to make you aware of it. Sorry for the late notice. All right, sorry, Brenton, go ahead.
No worries. All right, so I really need your help, everybody who's up on the stage, because you all were here all week long, and you already know the buddies. You already know all of our Bible points, right? So we're going to help everybody out here learn what they need to do to respond. Are you guys ready? Can you help me? Can you help me? All right. Okay, so first, before we start going over all of our Bible points, you need to know that we were talking about shining Jesus' light, right? No matter what's going on in our lives. So what we did is we held out our hands and shouted, "Shine Jesus' light." Okay, so let's try that.
Shine Jesus' light.
They already know how to do it, so I need your help too, because you're joining us in worship today. And when you leave today, obviously, you're going to also shine the light of Jesus. Okay? So let's meet our buddies, and you all, again, can help me with this. On day one, who was our friend? Cosmo. And what was Cosmo? A star, right? Shining super bright. And Cosmo taught us that when life feels dark. And then on day two, we had this friend. Who was this? Ringo. And what was Ringo? A planet, yeah, just like Saturn with those big giant rings. And Ringo taught us that when people don't get along, on day three, we had our friend, who? Luna. And what was Luna? A moon. You guys gotta wake up. I can barely hear you. There we go. All right, so Luna taught us that when good things happen, our day four friend was Soul. The sun burned super bright, right? Teaching us that when people are sad. And then on our very last day, we had a friend. Who was that again? Hallie or Haley, yeah. We heard it pronounced a couple different ways, right? And Hallie or Haley taught us when people need help. And then we also talked about our little bonus buddy over here, Astro, our astronaut dog. Just reminding us to shine Jesus' light, right? All right, now we're going to do what we did on our very last day, where we go through all 5 of our Bible points, and each time I want to hear you guys get louder to show everybody here how excited we are to shine Jesus' light. Are you ready? It doesn't sound like it. Are you ready? There we go. All right. When life feels dark, when people don't get along,
Shine Jesus' light. Is this one?
when good things happen,
Is it actually? I don't hear.
when people are sad,
Shine Jesus' light.
and last one, as loud as you can, everybody, when people need help.
Shine Jesus' light.
All right, awesome job. Thank you all so much for helping with that.
All right, now my VBS friends, you can stay up here because we're going to sing some songs. So if the parents would like to remain seated. That way you can see them better. You guys can stay up here, and you guys can stand up here. Now, before we start calling them out, I want to introduce our Sparkies, which is our group of youth helpers who help lead the children in the songs. They lead them in the singing and the dancing. So, guys, how do we call out the Sparkies? Sparkies! 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 Sparkies!
Let's slide to the left, yeah, yeah. Let's slide to the right, yeah, yeah. Show me your heart, yeah, yeah. Now let's shine Jesus light, yeah, yeah. Shine His light, shine His light, shine His light for all the world to see, all the world to see. Every single
Let me hear you guys singing.
Shine Jesus light. Shine Jesus light. Let's jump to the left, yeah, yeah. Let's jump to the right, yeah, yeah. Let's do the airplane, yeah, yeah. Let's shine Jesus light, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Shine His light, shine His light, shine His light for all the world to see, all the world to see. Every single day is another chance. Shine Jesus light. Shine Jesus light. Every time you laugh, every time you smile, every time you shout, even when you're quiet, every time you praise, you can lift it high. Shine the light of Jesus, shine it bright, shine it bright. Every time you laugh, every time you smile, every time you shout, even when you're quiet, even when every time you praise, you can lift it high, lift it high. Shine the light of Jesus, shine it bright.
Let me hear you guys.
All the world to see. Every single day is another chance. Shine Jesus light. Shine His light, shine His light, shine His light for all the world to see. Every single day is another chance. Shine Jesus light. Shine Jesus light.
Great job, everyone.
All right, friends, stay right where you are. We're going to go right into another song. Stay where you are.
You
All
guys
right,
stomp your
everyone
feet like
clap.
that? And let's clap together. That's it. Keep it going. Let's sing this little light of mine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, keep clapping now. Sounds good. Huh. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Yes, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, that sounds so good.
All right, you know what to do.
Let's
Get
go.
nice
Clap
and
it on the
low
back.
and whisper.
All right, sing this real quiet with me now. Even when I'm afraid, I'm gonna let it shine. Even when I'm afraid, I'm gonna let it shine. Yes, even when I'm afraid, I'm gonna let it shine.
All right, get louder and get taller.
Let it shine.
Let me hear you.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Great job, friends. All right, you all can have a seat right where you are. We'll need your help in a little bit.
Captain's log, stardate 2023.7. The moon is as desolate as ever. Not a lot going on around here, but I won't sleep until I find anything. Check every last screen. Whoa. I thought you guys left already. I just made a huge discovery. I think there's lives on the moon. I've seen you guys before, but who are these large, ugly-looking aliens? I think I'll call them Martians. Moonians. Let's see if they like Twinkies. Definitely not from Earth. Subject does not like Twinkies.
Hi there, Steve. You all remember Steve, right? Yep. Steve, remember, we're not Martians or Moonians or whatever. I can't speak for these people out here, but we're just from Earth, remember?
Oh. Well, that's a little embarrassing. I thought you guys were going to be back on Earth already. Well, for all you creatures, I'm Stellar Steve. Sorry for calling you aliens. I don't get a lot of visits up here. I'm a mechanic at Solar Group, or future former mechanic, I could say.
All right, Steve, explain that to us again. How can you be a future former mechanic?
Well, you see, the whole reason I'm up on the moon is to show off my navigation skills, my survival skills, so that way I can take the captain's tests and become a very own captain myself. Explore the universe, see what no one else has seen before.
Wow, that sounds super exciting. Have you been anywhere cool?
As a matter of fact, I've been to the moon.
Steve, we're all at the moon, remember? I mean, anywhere else.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember, it was so long ago. I went to this really scary place, Florida. Yeah? Very scary.
Yeah, that's really something there, Steve. So how long are you going to hang out with us for?
Well, I was just going to be up here for the week, but I figured I'd be up for a couple more days. That's why I packed another 15 cases of Twinkies in here. Should get me through the week.
Wow, we know Steve loves those Twinkies.
Yeah, but can I be honest with you guys? Like I said, I thought you all were going to be gone by now, and I had so much fun this week. Well, with everyone leaving the moon, I'm not going to have my friends to talk to or my family to see. I'm just going to feel really lonely again.
Yeah, I mean, we know that it can definitely feel a little bit lonely, but we're also here to help shine Jesus' light, right? And remember that when life feels dark, shine Jesus' light! We're here to shine Jesus' light and friendship to all of our friends.
Well, that sure would help. Do you really mean that?
What do you guys think? Can we help shine Jesus' light for Steve?
Well, thanks, guys. You know, I need to head back to the ship and fill out my report, let them know that there's more creatures, more people on the moon. I'm going to leave my Twinkies with you, Brenton. I appreciate it.
Keep them safe for you.
Thank you. I mean, there's so many people, it's almost like a congregation in here or something. I'll see you guys later.
All right, say bye to Steve. All right, so at this time, we will invite someone up to speak and to share about Jesus' light in their life. Miss Sherry.
Good morning. I get to share because, in full disclosure, I forgot to invite someone to do this. So as a point of personal privilege, I just want to say what a blessing it is to serve here and to be among such amazing leaders. I don't think I have too many of my pink shirts here, but before we get to the party, the songs, the dance, the celebration, we begin with prayer and figuring out when we're going to do it, how we're going to do it, and a lot of thought and effort goes into it. Your youth, this week and leading into VBS, logged over 3,500 community service hours just for Vacation Bible School. So for that, I am so, so grateful. So the prompt that I gave people was to speak about one of the Bible points. So I would like to share that you can only imagine here on the moon, there were a lot of people, and it got super duper crowded during the week. And sometimes we weren't getting along. And on day 2, I think we had a special friend, Mr. Breton, who reminded us when people don't get along. So in conversations with several of our friends who were having a hard time getting along, they weren't really happy to hear that they were supposed to shine Jesus' light. So it was a learning point for all of us this week that we don't always like everyone, but we are called to love everyone and to share Jesus' light with them. So it was a learning point for me and for some of my friends who found that it was a little crowded here on the moon. I am now going to turn this back to Mr. Brenton, and we are ready for a video, I think, or... As I said in the first thing, we used all of our professionalism during the week. We're all professional out. So, am I talking about? I'm talking about the offerings. So each day, kids had an opportunity to bring in school supplies for Shepherd staff. They had an opportunity to bring in canned foods. We put together 120 meal kits, dinner kits that will go out next week for the South Carroll Food Pantry. They decorated beautiful bags for them. So I hope that when the guests come, that they will feel the love and they will feel some of Jesus' light when they receive that meal. You also brought in a monetary offering, and some of that money, as you'll find out, is going to go to Shepherd staff. Friends, can you hold tight for 30 seconds? 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. All righty, so Shepherd staff, some will stay here to support mission work here at Wesley Freedom, and then a large donation will go to Hearts for Refugees. So we will find out what happens at the end of the service. Anything happening to Pastor Ian and Pastor Jenny? They get slimed.
All right, we want to thank you all for your generosity, for being a part of that as well. And you all, too, you made a big, big impact by bringing in your offerings and your donations all week long. So thank you all for doing that. Comes our pack.
Friends, thank you so much for your generosity this whole week. As Sherry mentioned, a large part of the monetary offering is going to an organization called Heart for Refugees. And what Heart for Refugees does is it supports those from areas of the world that have been affected by war, who are now settling in this area in order to have food and resources and homes in a safe and supportive environment. And so we're so grateful that we're able to reach out in mission to some of our most vulnerable neighbors in order to support them through your generosity and through the work of all of our kids. This morning, we're also going to take up a traditional offering during this service to help the work of Wesley Freedom care for your children, not just during Vacation Bible School, but all throughout the year. All throughout the year, we have Sunday school programs and then other opportunities for kids to get involved in hands-on mission work, because we believe that children at Wesley Freedom, we don't like to use the phrase the church of tomorrow, because they're here today, they're members, they're valued, they're doing the mission work, they're shining Jesus' light throughout the community. And we want to make sure that they have the support and education and programs that they can really be the church all throughout Eldersburg. Your generosity makes that possible. And so thank you in advance to all of you who have given throughout this week, and thank you for those of you who will give today. It's because of your generosity that we are able to support our youngest Christians as they develop into fully grown disciples of Jesus Christ. And so I'll invite my Sparkies who are helping with the offering to meet me down front. And please give generously and give with cheerful hearts as we see the slideshow of some of the moments throughout the week.
The world is searching for an answer, a ray of hope in a hopeless world. Who can we turn to? Where is our rescue? There is someone, he's the answer. He's the light and he'll light the way. His name is Jesus, and he came to save us.
eternally illuminated, and it's not fading. It's like a star that won't go out up in the night sky. I wanted love to shine, burning so, so bright. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Feeling down. We've all had those days. We've all felt that way sometime before.
Yeah, you're sad. Well, you know that's alright. You know we've all cried for something more.
Everyone has felt this way before. Do what you feel, 'cause the God of creation's the author of peace with no limitations. Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't try to run from your hardest of feelings. The God of the stars, the source of all healing. Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't let your heart be troubled. Yeah, you're sad. Well, you know that's alright. You know we've all cried for something more. Do what you feel, 'cause the God of creation's the author of peace with no limitations. Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't try to run from your hardest of feelings. The God of the stars, the source of all healing. Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't let your heart be troubled. 'Cause everybody's felt this way. When we see someone in pain, we can comfort them and say, what you feel, 'cause the God of creation's the author of peace with no limitations. Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't try to run from your hardest of feelings. The God of the stars, the source of all healing. Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't let your heart be troubled. All right, my friends, are you ready for the next song? All right. Get some light and everybody stand up.
You can keep it. You can keep it. Yeah. Forever. You can keep it. That's all I had.
Come on now. Are you ready to praise Jesus tonight? Let me hear you sing. Oh, so long you weary and troubled. No light in This light for a look at the Savior, and life more abundant and free. So
Let me hear you guys.
turn your eyes upon Jesus. Turn your eyes, everybody now. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Oh soul, are you weary and troubled? No light in the darkness you see. There's light for a look at the Savior, and life more abundant and free. Come on now, turn your eyes, turn your eyes, come on now, turn your eyes upon Jesus. Turn your eyes, turn your eyes, turn your eyes upon Jesus. Come on now, Jesus. Jesus, turn your eyes.
Come on, parents, get your phones out. Let's see those lights.
Full in His wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace.
All right, let me hear you.
Come on now, turn your eyes, turn your eyes upon Jesus. Jesus, turn your eyes upon Jesus. Oh, turn your eyes upon Jesus. Jesus.
Hey, Brenton, do you mind if I have one last Twinkie before I hit the road?
I mean, you
Is that okay, guys? Thanks. Ugh. All right, see where I put those. I'll go in the middle this time. What'd you do with my Twinkies? This isn't a Twinkie. Definitely don't think these are Twinkies either. Okay, this is a treasure hunt. My Twinkies must be underwater somewhere. Well, if that's the case, I guess instead of being Stellar Steve, I should be Scuba Steve.
Hopefully there's Twinkies underwater next year. I'm gonna go scuba diving. I'll see you guys later.
Maybe we could join Steve. What do you guys think? Anybody want to go scuba diving? Sounds pretty exciting, right? After being on the moon all this time.
Ooh, it's another hot one out there. Temps reaching over 100 degrees today. Hope you're keeping cool and having fun on this hot summer day. Now, let's get back.
All right, families, save the date. Mark your calendars, July 15th to the 19th. Join us here for our Scuba VBS.
All right, is everybody ready for our next song? All right, let's stand up.
Let me hear you, friends.
Jesus is the one who lights our way. He gives us hope for each new day. When the world feels dark and lonely, His love illuminates. He's the one I trust and I will follow Him. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up the world. Jesus is the one who lights our way. He gives us hope for each new day. When the world feels dark and lonely, His love illuminates. He's the one I trust and I will follow Him. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up the world.
Everyone jump.
I'm gonna follow Jesus wherever He will lead me. I'm gonna follow. We are God's people. Can you hear us shout it? Jesus is the one who lights our way. He gives us hope for each new day. When the world feels dark and lonely, His love illuminates. He's the one I trust and I will follow Him. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up the world. Jesus is the one who lights our way. He gives us hope for each new day. When the world feels dark and lonely, His love illuminates. He's the one I trust and I will follow Him. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up the world.
Let's try it again. Everyone jump.
I'm gonna follow Jesus wherever He will lead me. I'm gonna follow Jesus all the way.
Let me hear you.
I'm gonna follow Jesus wherever He will lead me. I'm gonna follow Jesus all the way. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up the world. Light up the world. Light up the world.
Great job, friends. Stay right where want to hear as loud as you can be, because I know you guys can be really loud.
We are God's
Let me
people.
hear it.
Can you hear us shouting? We come to worship. We come to praise. We sing this song. We lift up His name. The Lord is God. His love endures forever, ever, 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 ever. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth, worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth, worship Him with gladness. Enter His gates, we give Him thanks. The Lord is faithful through all of our days. The Lord is good, His love endures forever, ever, 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 ever. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth, worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth, worship Him with gladness. Every generation, lift up your voice. We are His people. Every generation, lift up your voice. We are His people. Let's make some noise. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth, worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth, worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth, worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth, worship Him with gladness.
Great job, friends. All right, you can either head back to your seats with your parents, or you can come sit on the stairs. We need the stage area clean as we prepare for our main event. Yes, you can head back to your seats, or you can sit right here on the stairs, but we're going to need a little pathway right here. Oh boy, I think they're ready for slime. Here, friends, we need everyone down on the stairs. Sparkies too, everyone down on the stairs. No one on the stage area. Yeah, guys, everyone down on the stairs. No one up here. Everyone on the stairs.
Hello, friends. So we came to worship God, and you guys did such a great job leading us in worship. Thank you. Why am I wearing a snorkel? Because I don't want the slime to get in my nose. And also, because we have to get ready, because next summer we're going under the sea. And I love the snorkel. I'm hoping we see some sea turtles. But boys and girls, today, can y'all listen real careful? I know we're so excited. Pastor Ian and I are pretty excited to get slimed. Doesn't he look excited? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love his shower cap? A 10, right? An 11? Me too, I know. It's fantastic. This is why Pastor Ian went to Duke Divinity School, so we could dress up like this. But we are really excited to get slimed because it means that you all, through your offerings, have helped so many families. As Miss Sherry shared, so many families are going to eat at the South Carroll Food Pantry next Saturday, and a lot of families are going to have new, safe homes because of your generosity. So we are excited to get slimed in order to celebrate how bright the light of Jesus will shine for all of those that our offerings will help. And we're super excited to see you next year for an under the sea kind of adventure.
All right, friends, are you ready to see them get slimed with some green, gross, alien goo? All right, guys. Pastors, are you ready? All right, we're going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Keep going! Higher! All right, give it up for our pastors. We were told it feels warm. All right, friends, so now we're going to move to the next part of our service, the next reward they received for bringing in all their offering and all the generous donations. We are going to do the silly string outside the main entrance. So, friends, if you would like to head back to your parents, to your seats, and grab your silly string, make sure you shake it up. Wet silly string is not fun, so make sure you shake